I don't know if it's just me, but we can't hear you, Sean.
Thank you, Roz.
I don't know if it's just me, but we can't hear you, Sean.
Oh, well, that must be me over here on YouTube now. But thank you, Roz. And I muted myself. Thank you. So my name's Sean Murphy. I am an international speaker for those of you here on YouTube. I've stood on stage in 30 plus countries. I've traveled the world. I've done some pretty cool things in my life. And now I get to spend some time with you talking about this powerful book called Think Rich. Well, it's actually Think and Grow Rich. So we're talking about the subconscious mind. Good morning, Jameson. The connecting link. There's the secret right there, the connecting link. And one of the things about Napoleon Hill's book, it says in the preface, pay attention. Because when Andrew Carnegie tossed the secret to Napoleon Hill, he didn't tell him the secret. He literally tossed it at him to see if he was ready to receive it. And Hill kind of got it, but he got it after 20 years of actually putting this philosophy together. So in the beginning of the book, when he wrote the book and published it in 1936 and 1937, it says no fewer than 100 times has the secret to success been revealed in these pages. Your job is to become ready for it. I believe the secret is revealed in almost every page. And that secret is what you are looking for, right? They say the thing you are seeking is seeking you. If you show up with your mind and your awareness and your skills and your desires and your passion, as you read the book, not just reading the book to be able to turn the pages, say I'm on page 292. That's not the secret. The secret is what lies beneath what was being said in the book. And this chapter is going to be extremely valuable because it is the link, the connecting link. So let's get started. The connecting link, the 11th step towards riches. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm actually reading the things I have underlined, the notes I have. I share this with you because this is probably, and many of you have heard, this is probably the 50th time I've read the book. And so I've had my original book up there. There it is. Well, let me just grab it here just for some folks to give you an idea. This is the original book in my bookcase here. Kind of been beat up and tore up. The dogs got a hold of it. I think it was Guinness got a hold of it one time. So this is back from, this was given to me by my father. And it was back in, I think this is a 1960 publication. So I've even had some little, I wrote in pencil in these sometimes. Because, you know, I grew up, you didn't write in books. You weren't allowed to write in books. So anyways, so that's the original for me. Subconscious mind. The subconscious mind consists of a field of consciousness in which every impulse of thought that reaches the objective mind through any of the five senses is classified and recorded, and from which thoughts may be recalled or withdrawn as letters may be taken from a filing cabinet. I'm not sure how many days this chapter is going to take, but let's just dive into that. You know, as a founding member of the Self-Talk Institute with Dr. Shad Helmstetter, we have a script that we use when we teach self-talk. And one of them says that every thought, every action, everything that's ever been said by you, anything that's ever been said to you is recorded in your mind, recorded in your brain. That which you repeat on a regular basis becomes permanent. This says, in which every impulse of thought that reaches the objective mind, meaning your awareness and even your unawareness, through any of the five senses. Now, we really have about 35 senses, even more, if you really think about it. But the five senses that we are, the five senses from the external to the internal, are recorded, from which thoughts may be recalled or withdrawn as letters from a filing cabinet. That's why you can have a conversation with somebody and you went to grade school with, and you haven't spoken to them since grade school. And they're like, I was in the class with you with Mrs. Takis. Yeah, I remember Mrs. Takis. She was second grade at Clarendon Elementary. Yeah, but don't you remember that day that we went out to the no, come on, you remember it did that. And then they give you something that triggers the memory where you go out into the ether somewhere and you find the memory. It exists. It exists. Why do I say that? Why is this important? Why do I consider this one of the secrets of the book of Think and Grow Rich? Because when you give yourself time, you will remember how freaking amazing you are. That's the key. That's the key. We don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't give ourselves enough space. We don't give ourselves enough time. We don't give ourselves enough energy to focus on ourselves. Second paragraph. It receives and files sense impressions or thoughts, regardless of their nature. You may voluntarily plant. Where was it? You may voluntarily plant in your subconscious mind any plan, thought, or purpose which you desire to translate into its physical or monetary equivalent. The subconscious acts first on the dominating desires, which has been mixed with emotional feeling, such as faith. Now, it would make sense that what he's writing in this book is a continuum of what he's been talking about in all of the other chapters, right? It's key to understand the subconscious can't accept or reject any idea. It accepts them all as true. So you may want to write that down. My thoughts are true. Even the negative ones you have. That's why we say the subconscious mind doesn't hear the negative. I don't want to smoke. It accepts everything as true. I don't want to smoke is a negative. It doesn't hear the negative. It only hears truth. So when you say, I don't want to be fat, you're going to be fat. I don't want to be lazy. You're going to be lazy. All right? The subconscious acts first on the dominating desires, which have been mixed with emotional feelings such as faith. How many of us have faith that it's going to be a bad day? Oh my gosh, you wake up and all of a sudden you start talking to yourself and you talk yourself into a bad day. And then you have faith in the universe and your subconscious go, well, okay, let's make this true. What you think about and think about, you bring about. Consider this in connection with the instructions given in the chapter on desire for taking 6 steps that they're outlined, and the instructions given in the chapter on building and execution of plans, and you will understand the importance of the thought conveyed. The subconscious mind works day and night, 24/7, 365. Through a method of procedure unknown to man, the subconscious mind draws upon the forces of the infinite intelligence for the power with which it voluntarily transmutes one's desire into the physical equivalent, making use always of the most practical media by which the end may be accomplished. How many of us have ever heard waiting for the other shoe to drop, and I'll be damned if the other shoe doesn't drop? That always happens to me, and I'll be darned if it doesn't always happen to you. Why am I such a loser? I can bet you're going to be a loser. The most practical media. How do we upgrade the practical media so it's a world-class media? How do we upgrade the thing that is going to happen, that the subconscious mind uses the most practical media? How do we use the most practical? How do we upgrade it? See, I can bet you there's only a handful of people that ask those kinds of questions. If the subconscious transmutes one's desire into their physical equivalent, making use always of the most practical media by which the end may be accomplished. How do we upgrade the practical media? How do we upgrade the thing the subconscious is going to use? Think about that. Just pause for a moment. What are we going to do to upgrade? It's called leverage. It's called gaining momentum. What media, what outlet, what pathway? Most people's focus is on riches. Most people's focus is on riches. Media is the way that it's produced, is the way that it's delivered to you, right? Like television media, newsprint media, radio media. That's the media. I can tell you the media that you want to upgrade is the level of thought that you are sending into the universe, is the frequency of that thought. You can hand somebody a violin. How do you know if they know how to play the violin? You ask them to play it, right? You ask them to play it. Can you play the violin? Yeah. And they get it and they go, you're like, oh my God, that's horrible. You didn't ask if I could play it well or I could play it predictably. Do you understand that? You can play the violin. Well, yeah, but I'm bad at it. We didn't ask if you're good or bad. I asked if you could play. Most people say, no, I can't play the violin. What they're saying no to is I can't play it so that it's pleasing. Let me ask you this. Are you in sales? Does your income revolve around the ability to communicate with people in exchange for income? Do you know how to play people? Do you know how to get the most rewarding sound out of people? What's the most rewarding sound for a salesperson? Yes. Yes. Let's do that. Let's get started. If you are not getting musical notes from your customers, from your prospects, you are not learning how to play people so that they can enjoy the concert called your sales experience. Just saying. You cannot entirely control your subconscious mind, yet you can voluntarily hand over to it any plan, desire, or purpose which you wish transformed into concrete form. Read again instructions for using the subconscious mind in the chapter on autosuggestion. There's plenty of evidence to support the belief that the subconscious mind is the connecting link between the finite mind of man and the infinite intelligence. It is the intermediary through which one may draw upon the forces of the infinite intelligence at will. The subconscious, it alone contains the secret process by which mental impulses are modified and changed into their spiritual equivalent. It alone is the medium through which prayer may be transmitted to the source capable of answering prayer. When people say, well, I'm not a big prayer. I don't pray a lot. I don't believe in prayer. We call it prayer because it's usually spiritual in nature. It's usually somewhat religious in nature. We're usually asking for something that we don't have. That's called goal setting, ladies and gentlemen. You may call it, you may not want to pray. Well, it's probably why you might not be good at goal achieving. You don't have to call it prayer, but every time you do your DMP, it is a prayer into the universe, to asking the spiritual intelligence, the infinite intelligence, to give you ways to transmute this vibratory state into its physical equivalent. And it happens through the subconscious mind. What you think about and think about, you bring about. When you go to sleep at night, your subconscious mind is dialing up and putting in line and queuing up all of the things that you want for tomorrow. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next quarter, next year, next decade. You're building your plan for your future with every breath. Where you are right now didn't happen yesterday. It happened 90 days ago. It happened 9 weeks ago. It happened 9 months ago. It happened 9 years ago. You set this plan in motion for today a bunch of yesterdays ago. This is the result of the subconscious programming and the request you put into the superintelligence, into the God universe, and today is the answer that you got. Like it, don't like it, this is what you asked for. It alone contains the secret process by which mental impulses are modified and changed into their spiritual equivalent. It alone is the medium through which prayer may be transmitted to the source capable of answering prayer. Who's capable of answering? What's capable of answering your dreams? Einstein said the problems that are made with the mind of man cannot be solved with the same mind that created them. Think you are, think you aren't, either way you're right. Think you can, think you can't, either way you're right. The possibilities of creative the possibilities of created effort connected with the subconscious mind are stupendous and imponderable. They inspire one with awe. When you truly take a moment to sit down and you understand that it is the intermediary through which one may draw upon the forces of infinite intelligence at will, you realize you can have your dreams at will. Why they don't transform miraculously in the moment is the amount of desire, intention, love, respect you have for your dream. And if it's a big dream, it will test you. It's kind of like that beautiful soul who absolutely triggers you into this most amazing energetic feel. They're going to make you work for it just a little bit. They want to make sure that you're equal and deserving of their space. Now, you'll go through life in support and helping and guiding and giving others much of your energy, much of your time to help them, to let them know that they can have more of what they want and less of what they don't. The question is do you realize that you can have more of what you want and less of what you don't? Less of the environment around you that drains you and sucks the energy and life out of you. You can have more of what you want, of the energy that gives you peace and joy and happiness and love. And you'll be tested every now and then to make sure that you really want this. Most people get tested on their goals and they stop going after their goals. And the universe is like, wow, I really thought they wanted something there. I guess it's not that important. So then the next time you ask the universe, they're like, oh, good, you got another one. Let's go. We're going to help you do this. We're going to give you the skills, the talents, the abilities to do this in a way that you never thought possible. And because you show up and go, well, that's not how I want it. The universe is like, oh, okay, well, I can't do small. The universe and the infinite intelligence and the God source and the ethereal world of space in between you, where all of the answers lie, doesn't like to play small. It doesn't. I think it's Paul in the book, The Magic. They say that Paul said, for those who have it, they will be given more. And those who don't have it, even what they do have, will be taken from them. And they inserted the word gratitude. For those who have gratitude, they will be given all. And those who do not have gratitude, even what they do have, will be taken from them. See, so the next time something happens to you that challenges your state of energy, say thank you. Instead of, why does this always happen to me? That's not gratitude. That's not being grateful. That is triggering the subconscious to say, this wasn't on my plan. And the infinite intelligence says, well, if you know how to do it, then why don't you just go do it on your own? And 30 years and 40 years and 50 years and 60 years later, they're stuck where they're stuck. I never approached the discussion of the subconscious mind without feeling without the feeling of littleness and inferiority due to perhaps the fact that man's entire stock of knowledge on the subject is so pitifully limited. The very fact that the subconscious mind is the medium of communication between the thinking of man and the infinite intelligence is, of itself, a thought which almost paralyzes one's reason. That's so good. After you have accepted as a reality the existence of the subconscious mind and understanding its possibilities as the medium for transmuting your desires into their physical and monetary equivalent, you will comprehend the full significance of the instructions given to you in the chapter on desire. We're going to end it right there. There is a lot there. So my question to you today, what is the subconscious? What is your subconscious working on? What task have you given it? What are you looking for in return? What have you given over to the subconscious to turn them loose? To turn it loose on the idea and the capacity and the capability of achieving your goals? What have you set it loose on? What have you set it free to go conjure up? I can tell you this. What you've set loose is where you're at today. Now, the hard part is to say, oh my gosh, I have influence over that. And it's through autosuggestion. It's through autosuggestion. And how long do you need to do autosuggestion? Jim Rohn's favorite word, until. That would be my suggestion. Write it out. That's why you write out your DMP twice a day. Oh, it's so long. It's 3 pages long. And you don't have time. You don't have time to give up 10 hours a year, 15 hours a year, 40 hours in a year. You're going to go on vacation because you need a break. Why not take a break from the misery and the pain and the suffering and the struggle that you're in? Why don't you take a vacation from that and actually do something? Do something that allows you every day to step more and more into what you are here for, to the blessing, to the miracle that you've been given. Why not? That's my question to you today. Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways. Good morning. Okay. It's a big
Good
topic.
morning, Sean.
Good morning, Selka.
How are you this morning?
Outstanding.
Oh my God. Oh, I feel not outstanding inside of my body this morning.
Oh,
I don't even know. I don't even know how to put this. I feel very discombobulated waking up this morning.
awesome.
How do I get past that? But the thing is, there is a reason. I mean, not a reason for me to feel that way, but oh my God, how should I even put this? How do you work with someone that is most difficult? Maybe I should put this because or that I don't even know how to put this, but
So
yeah.
what makes them? Who makes them difficult? That's what you got to work on. You are making them difficult. They are who they are. They're not good. They're not bad. They're not easy. They're not difficult. They are who they are. You are making them difficult. We are the ones who create our problems. It's why you could talk to that person and you go, oh my God, they're so difficult. I could talk to that person. I go, I don't know what they're, because I'm not attached to them. They're not difficult. How can
Well,
they be both difficult and not difficult? Because the thinker makes it so.
okay, so maybe I need to give a little bit more background on
No,
this.
not really, but go ahead.
No, okay. So, but how do you get them to stop something that they're doing
Why do you want them to stop?
because they're upsetting everyone in the group?
Well, then the group has to do it. It's not your job. They are doing so. Here's the thing. You've got to look at what are they doing to make a more cohesive group. If
But
everybody is upset, outstanding. We're all working on the same thing for the first time. It's a negative thing that we're all mad at this person. You just
well,
person.
well, I don't think I'm not sure that these people are mad, but what this person is doing, maybe it's my
Well, you said
okay,
everybody.
it's my responsibility when I sign someone up
Yeah.
that I teach them how to behave. I didn't realize I needed to do that.
It's not your idea to teach them how to behave. That's called being a good human.
Well,
Now
maybe
you can
this
have a conversation with them and say that is not productive nature in this group. If you'd like to continue to be a part of it, you can't do that in this group. That's like you can go to jail for going inside of a public building and yelling fire because you incite panic and harm. You can go to jail for yelling fire if there's no fire. So they're doing the fire thing when there's no fire thing. They're upsetting everybody when there's no reason to be upset.
Well, they're promoting their own things.
Then you kick them out. You got the rules, so they didn't hear the rules. You're not allowed to promote. You're not allowed to. This group is for here.
Yes, I have to have a talk with this person this
Yep.
morning. So how do you best address that?
Hey, listen, would you like somebody to come into your house and talk about how good the neighbors are? Novelty. You got to use novelty. You got to say something that's going to cause them to go, what?
Yeah, because it just made me think, well, I wouldn't mind somebody talking good about the neighbors, but yes, because
ask him what the purpose of the group is. Say, listen, I must have given you the wrong impression. What do you think the purpose of the group is that we're in?
that's a good one. Let me write that down. Yes,
what are you talking about? The group we're in. What's the purpose of it? And they're not going to answer it. And you have to ask them going, well, I know if you don't know, but if you did know, what's the reason for the group to do this? Is it okay if we do just that then? To promote the business that we're all in and not other businesses?
And not, yeah, exactly.
Yep. Because, oh my gosh, did I get an earful? And just, again, this is where you make it third party. You make it the common enemy. You've got to create the common enemy between this person that's upsetting the apple cart. Oh my gosh, did I get in trouble? And you'll see if they care for you. You'll see if they have any respect for you. Oh my gosh, did I get an earful? Whew, that post you put, I know you're trying to help people and you want to be valuable to people in the group. Other people don't see it as that. Man, I got an earful.
And he's not just put one, he's put many.
Okay, then I would say, listen, and then if they go, well, that's tough, then they're not a comrade in arms. And you guys say, well, I guess we're going to have to remove you from the group. Simple enough.
Yes. Yes, obviously it's just attacked my entire body. Because I don't like when people, yeah, I mean, I know I have no control over that, but I need to nip that in the bud.
Well, again, here's the key. This is key for everybody. If something happens and it happens repetitively, meaning more than once, then you have to set the stage long before that ever happens. Everybody that you bring into this group going forward, you have to let them know, going, listen, we had one amazing superstar who used this group as a as a platform to present other opportunities, and that is not welcome. You wouldn't do that, would you? No. Awesome. So you've got to set the stage to everybody that comes from this moment forward that you bring to that group. They can't do this. You got to use this as an example of what not to do. Because what happens is everybody sees that and they go, well, he did it. That means it's right. Yeah, but I want to do it. No, that's wrong. So there you go. Because otherwise it'll literally work in this chapter in your subconscious and you'll go, ah, God, it happened again. It's crazy how that stuff works. So that would be my suggestion. Have an open conversation, create the enemy, create the third party enemy, the common enemy, and say, my gosh, I had to go to your defense because you're a good person, you're a good business person. I really like what you're doing. Yet we can't have those outsider posts inside this one community. But ask them, what's the purpose of this group? There you go.
I don't know why I got muted. You couldn't even hear me. I'm like speaking, and then it tells me, "Oh, you're muted." Like, oh, okay. I don't remember muting myself. No, this I didn't touch. I must have somehow touched something, unless it's taken over. Yes, I mean,
that's it. Just have the conversation. Say, hey, listen, we need to have a productive conversation. When would be a good time? 3 o'clock. Okay, great. Hey, listen, real quick. What's the purpose of the community that we're in, that Facebook group that we're in, or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's a messenger chat.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think the purpose of that is? What do you think the desire is of that chat? What do you think it's meant to do? Blah 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 blah. Awesome. The comments that you have in there probably don't add to it, do they? Well, yeah, they do. They don't. I just got an earful that we really don't appreciate those comments. We appreciate your energy, your desire, your passion. Those comments don't have a place in here. It's kind of like yelling fire in a church when there's no fire. It's just not productive. And people are getting upset. So and I would ask straight up, right? Attorney talk. Are you willing to cease with those comments?
Are you willing to cease with those comments? I love it.
I'd ask that. Are you willing to cease with those comments? And if he says, well, it's public, then just remove them. Say, hey, listen, I'm going to have to ask the admins to remove you. I don't know what else to do. Anything else before I go? Because if they do it on the little things, they'll do it on the big things. And I don't know what the next big things are, but it's coming. It's in their programming. Right?
So what do you do with someone that is in your team that's just signed up and
I
is
love you. I
behaving like
appreciate you. You know, there's rules. What do you think rules are for? What do you think rules are for? To be broken. I know, but for those of us who are entrepreneurial, yes, we need to break the rules. What do you think? What do you think the real reason for rules are? And if he says to be broken, then say, listen, that you're breaking the rules in the chat and the admins just don't approve of it. So if you're willing to cease your additional extracurricular comments, then great. If not, they're going to have to remove you. I feel bad, but they're going to have to remove you. I said, no, absolutely. We need to keep the integrity of the group and no distractions.
Yeah, yes. And it's not just that he's actually promoting all his other things, but he's also rude to people.
Well, then he's got to go. I don't know what this seems like a very nonsensical conversation. He's breaking the rules. He's promoting other things. What should I do?
Well,
kick him the hell out. There's no discussion on it.
But this is a person that just signed up.
So what?
So what do
he
you
signs
do
up and he shoots your dog. Well, he just got started. He didn't know the rules. Why is that any different?
Well, yeah, that's definitely putting it in perspective.
I mean, seriously, he didn't know. He was new. He was new to he shot your dog. Get the hell out. He's shooting your business. Get the hell out. He's killing your business. He's creating an environment where everybody frowns on you. Well, who brought him? Silka. Well, why isn't she doing something? That's the conversations they're having this morning. Why isn't she doing something with that guy? He's brand new. He's messing up everything. And then the frequency, the reason your body is all in tension is because everybody else is talking about this knucklehead. And you're the link. How do I know this happens? Because I've been doing this for 23 years, and I have had some fascinating people in 30 countries join my business who thought that I didn't understand the culture. I speak human. I understand the culture. I don't need to speak Swahili or Serbian or Croatian or Italian. When somebody goes, when one person says it, okay, that's interesting. When two people say it, well, that needs to be addressed. And when three people say, okay, it's done. So there's no question about what happens. Your business is suffering. Well, he's in my business. He hadn't done anything. He hasn't brought in 1,000 people. Let him start his own group.
Yes, I already suggested that to him.
Well, but stop suggesting. You're the connection, and the reason your body was all whacked out is because of the subconscious energy you were getting from everybody else who's frustrated with it.
Yes.
Yep.
You are right. You are 100% right. And I'm frustrated with it. That's even worse for my body.
And listen, you can tell him I didn't get into this business to be frustrated. My goal is to help you. I'm excited that we're business partners. Yet there's certain rules in this particular community that if we don't follow them, they're just simple rules. And if you can't follow them, I get it. I understand it. You're a trailblazer. You're a rabble rouser. You're a stir the shit kind of person. I get it. We just can't do it here. So what's the next step? Well, then I'm going to quit. Outstanding. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with that. Your days or your nights, your one night, you gave up one night because of this knucklehead. And he may be great and he may need a little corralling. He's kind of you could use horse stuff. You know, he's the wild Mustang that we don't want to tame him. We just need him to stop kicking the freaking walls out of the stalls. We don't want to tame you. We don't want to put you in a paddock and we don't even need to break you to saddle you. We just love to look at your beauty and your passion. You just can't come in here and kick everybody when they're in the round pen with you.
That's definitely
That's a nice
great
way of saying stop being an asshole. Yep, it's okay to be a wild Mustang. You're a wild Mustang. Nobody can bridle you. You can't come into the round pen, though, and kick everybody. We don't let you into the round pen. And that conversation, that chat is a round pen. You can't go in there and do all the stuff you're doing. As entrepreneurial as you are, it just doesn't fit the rules there.
So, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
I love you.
Have a great day. Love you too. Anyone else? Thoughts, comments, questions on the subconscious? I promise you. This is one of the most, every chapter is golden. Every chapter could be its own book. When we go into the DMP, the 5 days of the DMP, this is going to be a big part of it. You will, at the end of 7 hours, at least 7 hours, probably more. For those in the VIP, it'll probably be closer to 10 hours because of the live Q&A. It's just going to be this content. It's solid truth. That's all I can tell you. It's solid truth. And if it's truthful back then, if it's truthful, what helped 500 men build amazing, successful organizations, it's truthful. It's the same today. Social media doesn't change truth. Changes the media. It doesn't change truth. So that's the power of it. I'm going through more of it with you. Let's see what's some of the stuff for tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that whole page is underlined. I am where I am because of neglect, lack of feeling in my mind what I want. Oof. Because of neglect, lack of feeling in my mind of what I want. How does your mind and your subconscious mind get influenced every day? How and by what? The subconscious mind will not remain idle. If you fail to plant desires in your subconscious mind, it will feed upon the thoughts which reach it as a result of your neglect. I bet Jim Rohn, when he read that, came up with the phrase, your worst enemy comes by and drops some sugar in your coffee. What do you got? Sweet coffee. Your best friend comes by and accidentally drops a trace of cyanide in your coffee. What do you got? Poison. Guard your coffee. Stand at the door of your mind. Most of us don't even stand at the door of our mind. Where the door of our mind is the exact equivalent of a screen door on a submarine. Well, I have the screen door closed. It ain't doing a damn thing to keep those negative thoughts and those influences over your subconscious mind. And you will see it, because the thing is that once you are programmed, you will see it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because your reticular activating system is checking it out, is needing it. Your brain needs to have the answer. Your brain hates questions. You heard I said HATES. Your brain despises questions it can't answer. So the first thing it does is it looks for the pattern, or it assumes it's a pattern. It assumes it's a pattern that you know, so you don't have to think about it. I'd offer you to do some thinking. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another day, another joyful October 9th. I hope today brings you great joy, and I hope tomorrow and today's success is dwarfed by the great things you have in store for it. I hope today says, oh my gosh, I needed you today. Because it will. That's how special you are. Go ahead, Mr. Brad Chambers. Just saw your hand pop up.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
I was going to speak earlier, and my beautiful bride came in, was talking to me. So, and that's okay. I wanted to share something with you, and maybe this is a little off topic, but it is really interesting and really cool. So last week, and this you can pass this along to Michelle as well, because I think she'd be proud. So last week, I was standing at the kitchen sink of our house. Faces downtown Tulsa, where you can see all the skyscrapers and everything.
Yep.
But so we set up on a hill in the neighborhood, but down below there's a big tree that's dead and ugly, and it's blocking a lot of the view. And I was standing there rinsing off some dishes, and I told Heidi, I said, "Man, I need that tree to be gone." And Heidi goes, "Well, you have a way of manifesting trees be gone." And I don't know if you remember,
a couple years
ago, I had one go. Dude, I started laughing. I come home yesterday, and that tree, there were some tree guys out there, and they were literally finishing up. Like, I'm talking a huge tree. This thing was probably 40, 50 foot in the air. But they had that day, I didn't even know they came that morning. And whenever I pulled up in the driveway, they were running the stump grinder.
Oh, the stump grinder.
They were done. I was like, wow, would you look at that? But what you're talking about, I mean, it makes a huge difference in guarding your mind, guarding your thoughts, guarding your words and what you're saying, what you're putting out there. And that lesson that you have taught has rung true in my life over and over, taking not out of my vocabulary. And it's just amazing to watch this and see how it actually works. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to share that this morning with
Well,
you.
and I want to add to that, because if you go back and play the recording of the way Brad described that, he looked in the window. How long had the tree been there? I mean,
Well, 100 years probably.
okay, but how long has it been dead in your view?
Oh, since we bought the house,
And how long ago was that?
a little over a year ago, right
So,
around a year.
how many of you
Oh, Heidi
have been,
hollered 2 years.
have been in a place, and for the last 2 years, something has been blocking your view?
Mhm.
What? And then in a day, you say, I want that gone.
Mhm.
And but here's the thing that Michelle would harp on. She would emphasize. She would emphasize. He didn't leave and go to work that morning going, I wonder what tree company they're going to get. I wonder how much it's going to cost. I wonder who they're going to do it. I wonder if they're going to do it. I wonder if they're going to be safe. I wonder, are they going to use a bucket truck? I wonder what kind, are they going to use a Vermeer chipper to chop the woods up? Are they going to have a truck big enough to do that? Is it going to be a dually? Is there going to be a tandem axle? I wonder what kind of saws they're going to use. Are they going to use Husqvarna or steel saws? See, too many of you get bogged down in the details of the thing you don't even need to know. You get bogged down into the detail of the things you do not need to know. He asked, kind of commanded, and said, I need that gone. And it went from the morning to that afternoon and it was gone, or the next day? How many days from the day you made the request?
Oh, like 3 probably.
3 days, something that had been there for 2 years was gone.
Yeah.
Now, I can promise you, if they were having a conversation outside by the barbecue, and they happened to go into the house and somebody came into Brad's house and they were washing dishes for the barbecue, and it was a buddy of his, and he goes, look at that tree. That damn tree's been there for 2 years. Man, that thing's just an eyesore. That tree would have started to grow leaves after being dead for 2 years.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And Brad would say, it's Sunday. And he said, I made a wish that that thing would be gone. And the guy, yeah, good luck. It's been there since we've been here, and we've been here for 5 years. How many of you get around people that want to confirm the problem you have is really a problem?
How's
And
that
then when
working
we
for you?
manifest something, when we want to ask something, then we want to get into all the freaking details.
Yeah.
Make your wish, have enough faith and enough confidence to let it go. And the reason that Brad didn't have to worry about it is because he had enough evidence to know that when he's asked for something in the past, the subconscious says what? At will, you can connect with the infinite intelligence. In 2 years since they were living there, it's not gone. And in 3 days, the whole thing disappeared. They even ground up the stump. They didn't
Yeah.
turn it into a bear. Right? So that goes in your evidence file, buddy. Is it in your evidence file? No,
Yes,
not yet. I'll
sir.
put it in there.
That's right here.
That's the power of it. You made
Yeah.
this tree go away. Now, here's the thing I would offer you for the universe to be even more excited about your next command. Go play 7 levels deep why that tree coming down was the best thing ever for the people who did it, the people who got the wood. Imagine the families who needed firewood coming up for this winter. That tree is going to provide again, right? You ever read the book, The Giving Tree?
I have not.
Okay, go get that. Now, make sure you're wearing a shirt you're okay to get wet, because you will be in tears.
Hmm.
The Giving Tree. I tear up just thinking about the title.
I'll
It is
check
a
that out.
powerful, it's a short, it's a kid's story.
No.
Called The Giving Tree. I don't know, it's 15 pages, 20 pages long.
Well, that'd be good for me to read.
Ugh.
Mhm.
Yeah, I promise you, you read The Giving Tree, you will not be the same.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean, man. You
Okay, brother.
continue to add value to my life, brother.
Thank you. Ditto, 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 ditto.
Love you, man.
Squared 10x. Love you. Hey, Jane, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Outstanding.
Great. I will be outstanding after tomorrow.
Outstanding. I love it.
And I don't want any sympathy. Please know
Nope,
that.
no sympathy.
I want a few prayers, because tomorrow, after it happened in March that I messed up my knee,
Yep.
and tomorrow I finally get the arthroscopic surgery to
Yay!
fix it. So I just want a few prayers.
Love it.
I believe it's going to be successful. I'm excited that it's going to be successful, because even though people said I'll have to be careful the first few days, I really feel I'm going to be able to walk close to normal.
Yeah, they'll have you up and walking. And I would offer you, yes, they want to make sure that you don't, because when you get something done on your knee, right? And then that's where some people, the knee is good, but it can trigger other things where you become sensitive to. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'd ask the doctors, will I be able to play the violin? We go, well, yeah, good, because I couldn't play before, right, Jack Benny?
I was going to say, I don't even have a violin to play. So
right, well, that you could ask her. Hey, will I still be able to play the violin after this? Yeah, oh, good, because I couldn't play it before. I didn't even have one.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
Have some fun
super
with it.
excited, and I know tomorrow's going to be a fantastic day. I had to put it out to you all, as well as I've been putting it out to the universe on a daily basis, that I
love
want to
it.
make this work.
I love it.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy arthroscopic surgery.
Arthroscopic.
Yep.
Arthroscopic.
And super fast healing. I want the doctors to say I'm excited to watch the look on their face going, oh my God, that was the easiest one I've done. And I've done 10,000 of these.
I might even say that to them.
I would. I said, listen, I tell everybody, I want to be your best customer, your best patient. You got no worries with me. This is going to be fun. I want you to be surprised that it was so fun, so easy, that you'd wish every one of them in the future was like this. Okay. I set their stage too.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Love it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another fun day, another fun hour of conversation. I pray that you have more than you want, and then just a little bit more to make you grow. And I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling misfit. I'll see y'all where?
At the next event.
At the next event. Somebody give me some Costa Ricas.
Pura vida.
Vida.
We love you, Mark. And some Lydias.
Peace be with
Peace
us.
be with us all. And the queen of helping you absolutely master your subconscious, Jessie Lee Ward.
Boss.
Boss Lee.
We love you, girl. And a little white fluffy.
Gurgly, gurgly, gurgly.
All right, everybody, go have some fun today. It's a big day here at the ranch. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Love you all. Have a good day.
Love you guys.
Thank you, Sean.